That's just the most beautiful thing that I don't know what this is.
Baby Factory is open for business.
Oh my God! We were gonna start a family. We were gonna be a family. I'm in so much pain.
The first movie was a movie about Deadpool finding love. This movie, Deadpool 2, is a movie about Deadpool finding his family.
I wouldn't call it a family-friendly film.
But that's where you'd be wrong. Deadpool 2 is a family film.
It's a beautiful story of really life and death and coming to terms with love and what it means to have a family.
We wanted to examine Deadpool and start to realize the consequences of his actions. The choices he made in his career obviously affected Vanessa and put her in danger.
I'm the asshole who got away. I killed every last one of them, except me. Couldn't kill me.
He's now on this journey to figure out what's his place in the world, who's his family, but also how do I find some redemption from this sort of self-absorbed asshole that I am.
And that is the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
We love the idea of family, and in order for Deadpool to take flight and work as a character, you have to take everything away from him. You have to disarm him and put him in the underdog position and make him vulnerable. That's the challenge in creating the story, is that you have to put this guy in a position in which the audience is unconditionally rooting for him, even though he is the most self-destructive creature on Earth. And that's the fun of it.
One of the things that made Deadpool 1 popular was that while it was silly and irreverent, it also had a heart and it had real angst and real grounded emotions.
Your heart's not in the right place.
What?
As much as I said looking cool matters, if all it is looking cool, you won't get a lot of mileage out of it. It's got to have meat on the bones. And the one thing that we invested so heavily in was creating characters you care about.
Is there a knife in my dick?
There's a knife in your dick.
The guy that can kind of say anything and get away with it. Those are the fun, real elements, but that can get exhausting, and you can't live in that forever. How many times can you say fuck, or how many times can you have a dick and balls joke?
You want to borrow a pair of pants?
Apparently a lot. Apparently a lot. Even then, you find yourself cutting them out, right? The key with Deadpool was like, there's that layer that everybody loves, but you need this sort of heart and soul of the movie.
And that's kind of the secret sauce of Deadpool, is this emotional core.
And we really wanted to carry that into Deadpool 2. And so we worked in some pretty serious, dark plots.
This may not be family you want, but it's family you need. You have a good heart. It belongs here, where it can grow.
What did you say?
Your heart's not in the right place.
I think I'm in the right place.
Vanessa was the only thing that tethered Deadpool to a life of love and kindness and calm. She's the adult in the relationship, and Deadpool needs that.
You are not your father.
That was sort of where the idea and the theme of family was born, was if not her, then who?
Motherfucker!
Who is going to accept this guy for his flaws within flaws within flaws and take him in?
He needs to heal his heart, and he heals his heart by finding a family.
We need to build a fucking team.
One thing that's fun about it is that Deadpool fancies himself a bit of a solo operator. But with this one, he's really trying to put together a team.
X-Force.
We got this, okay?
He's trying to figure out who he is in the context of the X-Men universe.
And he's trying his darndest to fit in. And he's even putting on an act to sell the idea that he's fit in so that he can go out on missions and go be an X-Man and not just be a trainee for the rest of his life.
Let me guess. We have mission. I know, you do. I'm ready. I'm not.
And yet, despite his sales pitch to Colossus that, hey, I'm a good guy, he just can't help but be Deadpool.
What did you do?
Colossus and Deadpool, they've always had this kind of big brother, little brother relationship. Deadpool's the bratty younger brother. Colossus always trying to lead him to the good side, is keep him in the straight and narrow. So that continues on with this movie. Colossus try to help out Deadpool initially and try to save him from himself. Helps try to train him to become an X-Men. I think that's ultimately what he wants. He'd love to have him as an X-Men.
With training, you can be X-Men.
You're wasting your time, shiny Jesus.
I think Deadpool also loves Colossus greatly, but he can't help but fuck that relationship up no matter what he does.
You have rules! Fuck your rules!
Of course, Deadpool screws that up, and you see the first real conflict between Colossus and Deadpool in terms of Colossus actually really losing his temper.
I should have left you in a self-pity mess I found you in.
And really being ashamed of Deadpool and heartbroken from Deadpool.
You've let me down for the last time, Wade.
Russell, wait! He also has this storyline with a kid, you know, a child that is also a mutant.
It's Russell, right?
Fire Fist!
Look!
Oh my God. One of the things we're playing with in the movie is the notion of Deadpool having to be a mentor figure or a father figure to a young guy, which is like the worst possible thing you could ever ask Deadpool to do because he's like the least responsible. He can't even take care of himself, really. So you wouldn't want him around your kid, and that to us was fun. Anytime you put him in a situation where you're like, that's the last place I want him, we're like, that's where we want to put him in the movie.
Breaking news at the Essex House for Mutant Rehabilitation.
So he's at an orphanage with this pretty creepy headmaster. It's not a very good place for him to be.
Those guys hurt you?
Who? The orphanage is full of young mutant children who all have extraordinary abilities. And in order to create a kind of cognitive therapy that stops them from exploring these abilities, the headmaster has created a form of torture.
He fell under the sway of an evil headmaster in this horrible organization that's essentially tortured him and tried to make him ashamed of his powers.
When you first see him, he's lonely, he's sad, he's angry.
I get it, right? You're scared, alone, you got no family. What? I didn't have a family either. You live in this dump? Well, guess what? I used to live in a shithole just like it.
Fire Fist provides Deadpool the connection to his old life in Vanessa. Vanessa and Wade were about to start a family, and what Wade finds in Fire Fist is a potential son.
You sacrificed yourself for me.
Told you I care about you. You're a good kid, Russell.
Wade wants a good life for this kid, and he wants to give this kid a family.
He's a lot like Deadpool, and he's a rule breaker, he's irreverent, he's got a foul mouth.
Come quietly, or there will be trouble.
You stole that from RoboCop.
And yet, he's got a hole in his life. He doesn't have parents. He needs an adult figure, and so that becomes Deadpool.
Except Deadpool is just the worst father in the world.
It ends with me dying of cancer and you winning the Icebox Award for softest mouth.
It's sort of like an older brother, little brother. As soon as Fire Fist gets closer to Deadpool, he pushes him away.
Eat it.
So it's sort of like, oh, I need your help, I need your help. No, sorry.
Why are you protecting the kid? I don't give a fuck about him.
But then he starts to bond with the kid, and he thinks, oh gosh, maybe this kid and I do have something in common. Maybe I can relate some wisdom to him, as unwise as I tend to be.
Kids give us a chance to be better than we used to be.
And yet there is a connection between those two. And I think Russell is that entree into Deadpool healing himself.
God damn it! I care about you, Russell.
And healing Fire Fist in the process.
Hey, the bear. It worked.
Because of you.
Oh my God. Did you feel that too? Only best buddies execute pedophiles together.
Cable, in this weird way, also facilitates a new thing for him, which is partnership. Because Weasel and Wade are not partners.
I'm here to help us gear up so we can go after him without me.
They work together, certainly, but I bet on him to die. In many parts of the comic book, Wade really fucks Weasel over, but they're just, the only reason they're friends is there's no one more selfish than the other one. But yeah, there's that theme of kind of, what is it like to partner up?
I need your help! And trust me, I'm even less happy about this than you are, but you unleashed the juggernaut, you dumb cunt.
Cable is a stalwart of X-Force. He's the straight man to, you know, Deadpool's madness.
That's why you never eat a raw starfish.
Where the hell are we going?
He's from the future. He's a soldier. He knows how all the mutants died. He's come back to save them. He thinks Xavier and Magneto are both wrong. He has a different method. Xavier's too passive. Magneto's desire to kill all humans is the wrong relationship. But Cable's motto was, come back, be a man of action. Don't wait to get things done. Get things done. Act immediately and act on behalf of the future.
Cable's coming back for a very benevolent reason, but he's also, like Deadpool, morally flexible.
This little fucker's too far gone.
Zip it, Thanos. We have a deal, and you fuck it.
We even put it in the coda of the first film, the after credit scene is in.
The sequel, we're gonna have Cable. Amazing character. Bionic arm, time travel. We have no idea who we're gonna cast yet, but it could be anybody. Just need a big guy with a flat top. Could be Mel Gibson, Dolph Lundgren, Keira Knightley. She's got range, who knows?
So Keira was not available or interested in any way. So we ended up with Josh Brolin, which I thought was a really great, close, maybe third to Keira Knightley.
Cable provides a parallel emotional core to the movie. Deadpool loses Vanessa and Cable loses his family. And so despite them being very, very different, they're very similar. They're both broken and they both have lost something and are in search of something. They ultimately find each other.
You've only known these people as against each other. So when you actually see them work together, you realize that it kind of creates a whole energy and way bigger possibilities.
You got 30 seconds, you jabbering butt plug.
Now we're getting it.
Боже мой.
I need a bus to get you all out of here.
Orphans?
Meet
Domino.
Domino's a badass. She can go toe-to-toe with anybody, especially Deadpool and Cable, and she has a unique power.
What's your shtick?
I'm lucky.
Domino is lucky. That is her superpower, which Deadpool, of course, has an amazing fun time with. This idea of, is luck even a superpower?
But it is.
Okay. Deadpool's just like, you know, that sounds helpful if we were playing a wicked game of Pai Gow, but we're on a mission here and we need someone with real superpowers.
Once again, it all falls on my shoulders. It's why I'm good here.
I'm in.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Showing Domino's powers of luck was like the most fun that the choreography team had. I mean, it was obviously the biggest challenge for the choreographers. There were a lot of things we were floating around in terms of like, okay, how do we demonstrate this power of luck? How do we make it interesting and compelling? But we kept going back to this Rube Goldberg idea that she does one thing that leads to a series of unlikely events that leads to the thing that she needed to happen right at a critical moment.
It's hard to picture, and certainly not very cinematic.
She doesn't put up with Deadpool's shit at all. She's just eye-rolling and just can't believe that she's involved in this ragtag group of fuck-ups.
She's sort of jaded, takes it for granted, and she's very sort of sarcastic and sardonic. Oh.
Cool your pits. They're growing back.
I'm talking about your face. She's doing her own thing, and she's coming into this storyline kind of from her own world. She's not really a sidekick. She's a mercenary, and she does the job and then heads out.
And yet ultimately learns that that's exactly where she fits in, you know, that's exactly who she is. And she too finds her family in Deadpool and Cable and Colossus and this whole group of what will eventually become X-Force.
I think we'd read like 30 different women for the role, and as soon as Zazie walked in, it was over. I mean, I think she was halfway through her first page of dialogue, and I remember looking over it at one of the other producers and Rhett and Paul and just going like, and Dave Leitch was just nodding his head in the back. Yep.
I mean, I cheered the day they cast Zazie Beetz. I thought she's perfect because who else is going to stand toe-to-toe with Wade and take none of his crap? And Zazie as Domino has done that, has achieved that, and then go toe-to-toe with Cable. It's just a great dynamic.
We need the code. Try 7?
Settle down, Captain Lucky. It's not going to be one number. God, that's lazy writing.
Still got it.
Deadpool 2 doesn't have the traditional mustache-twirling villain. The villain is actually Fire Fist in the future.
You are healed by my hand.
We had an earlier draft of the screenplay where Black Tom Cassidy was the villain throughout the second and third acts. And at some point, we all looked at each other and we said, how badly do we need a real villain throughout the third act of this movie?
You killed Black Tom, you racist son of a bitch!
Because we have a lot of antagonism baked into the movie itself.
It works best when you pull the trigger.
Deadpool finally finds his place in the world in a group of dysfunctional folks that he fits in with and can look and say, yeah, I'm not all alone here in this world. There are crazy people just like me.
What do you get when you take 8 feet of chrome, 1 pinch of courage, a cup of good luck, dab of racism, a splash of diabetes, and a wheelbarrow full of stage 4 cancer? Answer, a family.
It's funny and irreverent, but also has a huge heart and compassion, you know, like Дэдпул.
See? I didn't lie what kind of film this was.
My name's Rob Delaney, and I am playing Peter in Дэдпул 2.
Am I getting catfished here, or any powers you want to tell us about? Any,
No, I don't have one. I just saw the ad and thought it looked fun.
You're in. Peter is like the civilian who's just looking for work in a contracting economy.
Peter is just a regular dude who answers an ad that Дэdpул, for some reason, puts in the paper, looking to put a gang together. And everybody else who answers is a legitimate superhero with either mutant powers or some other kind of powers. And then me, who has no powers at all.
Peter's someone we love because he's an ironic superhero for sure. He doesn't have any powers. He works in payroll. He's got a mustache. He wears Dockers like Davis Love III. He realizes he's in over his head, and yet once the mission starts, he starts to get the adrenaline rush that any superhero would. He's trying to save someone's life. He's landing, you know, correctly in his parachute when others don't. He's actually excited to be something greater than he is and part of something larger than himself.
You're a goddamn superhero, you!
X-Force! X-Force.
His wrinkle-free khakis and his mustache do not make it into the comics, although I feel like there could be a Peter spin-off movie somewhere.
Like you just delete that. It would be great as a standalone film, but to think that I'll get to participate in something that's going to have a legacy and appear again and again as a character, not to mention the financial component, you know, it'll be great to have sort of an income source that lasts for a long time.
We're gonna build them up as like real characters that are gonna be in the movie, and then we're gonna just like kill them all in about a minute and a half.
I'm just so pumped to be in this.
Well, it's good to have you, but actually your character dies in like 3 minutes. Nice to have you, though. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it.
Thanks for all your reps. What? Fuck this shit.
What's your character's name?
It's Omega Red.
Omega Red?
Omega Red.
You're gonna go through makeup, or are you just gonna kind of be as is?
Yeah. No, I skipped it for today. Yeah.
What are your powers?
I got carbonantium through my veins, kind of the same. I'm like the Russian Wolverine. I let off like pheromones so people can't get close to me or they'll die. Super strong, super agile.
We'll check.
You know, something keep me busy, you know, in between cuts.
Rolling camera.
It's your move.
Rolling. Ready, and action.
I don't know how to play chess. Just like
I can tell.
Blake, I was, oh, Jesus, God!
No, I'm telling you now, I'm gonna look amazing in this film.
You know, if there's an X-Force movie and they want me to bulk up, I'm gonna be like, pay me the money, Fox. Each pound of muscle you want me to gain is gonna cost you. I do want to live the dream, schoolboy. 5 first, it goes to a big and tall shop because none of the other shops probably go over 40 on the size of pants.
The industry discriminates.
I will say kudos to Ryan and Josh. It seems really hard.
Have you seen his biceps?
I just look like that always. I mean, that's just a natural look. I mean, no, man. I had to hit the gym 3 hours a day, every day. I just saw Schwarzenegger at the gym the other day, and he just turned 70, and I just turned 50, and he said, I said, you know, there's something great about being involved in something like this. At my age, it's like buy a Ferrari or get involved in the Marvel Universe, and I got involved in the Marvel Universe.
There's a lot of prescription anti-inflammatories taken in between shooting days. Josh and I, we're both right at that age where like we can do as many takes as you want. It's just like when we're getting up off the ground though, it just sounds like a whole other car accident happened. There's a whole lot of, oh God, oh my God, oh, I'm gonna die.
Josh Brolin, I was so very intimidated to work with him. I almost called him sir a few times because he's just such a man and he's been working out a lot for this movie and on a strict diet. I don't want to piss him off. And then a few weeks ago, he just sat next to me when we were shooting the end of the movie up on the location, and we just started chatting, and he was like the nicest guy. And then we started bonding over our love of sugar, which I didn't realize that Josh Brolin loves sugar. And we bonded because I'm a fat kid on the inside.
More big guns. Do you have one that's 70 pounds? Kind of was focused on other types of movies. And then this came along, and you're like, this is actually, like, what was I doing? I should have been doing this earlier. This was a lot of fun.
I'd like a log.
Really?
Yeah. You?
I couldn't sleep. No. I'm just gonna go off on like a 3.5 mile an hour. This is step 1, the cleanser. Welcome to silence. My scar is based off the fat deposit on Harry Dean Stanton's forehead that he kept for years. And my character is based off Mrs. Doubtfire. That is true. That is true. What's really going on behind the scenes of Дэдпул? A lot of people nowadays, they don't really go for the most appropriate director for the piece. They go really for the looks. And David Leitch is a very, very handsome person. Leitch has cable hair. So if you think about it, the way my hair looks is just an extreme version of Leitch's hair. I think that was a full manipulation on his part. It was a narcissistic move. But that's okay, it's his movie. Also similar voices. I think he has polyps in his throat, which was the inspiration for Cable talking like he does. Did you get any shots of Dopinder up there? I think that's important to maybe get on film. Dubstep? I don't even know what dubstep is. What is dubstep?
It's a musical style.
No, that.
Just trying to help.
See, the acting is going so well that he believed me.
That's true.
Actually, you know what? Let's play some dubstep. I played that while my first child was being born. Which was awesome. This isn't for the general public, right?
I've worked too hard in this life to let someone.
Oh, you want to end up dead?
Oh, no, please don't hurt me.
Are you fucking kidding me? No.
Not on my watch, motherfucker.
I don't want to die right now. Don't die. Don't look at fucking. Don't fucking look at me. I'm not fucking. God, shut up. No, I'm not going to give you anything. Don't up your ass. You pull the trigger. If you do not shut your whole ass. No, you're hurting me. You're hurting me. You like that? Are you like picking on an older man? Do you? No, please, not. No, somebody help! Help! Help me! God, where is anybody? Is there nobody in this fucking world that helps me, for God's sake?
People like you always have fucking money. Where's the fucking wallet?
Is this the kind of shit?
Give me your fucking wallet. Where's the fucking wallet? Right now, where is it? Fuck you. Did you not bring your AA?
Can I please speak with Laird? No? Okay. No, just tell him Wade called. Thank you.
Help me, please! There's gotta be somebody hearing me! Can you hear me?
Okay.
Wow, nice suit! Zip it, Stanley!
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's not good. No, no, no. Oh, you're not gonna walk that one off. Oh, that's so gross. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, I spent way too long in the phone booth. If I'm being honest with myself, I probably should have just called 911. Well, none of that matters now. Because I think we're both missing the real point here. The fuck is a phone booth doing on a street corner? Didn't those disappear in '98? Suppose I could have just used my cell. Don't you think? Ooh! And Cherry Garcia ice cream. You gonna eat this? Don't answer now. Just rest. I mean, actually, I made a call. It was to the costumer. His name is Laird. He usually helps me put the suit on. I don't know how the other guys do it so quickly. He probably wouldn't be dead if it was Logan. What does he got to change into? Guy wears a fucking tank top and a pair of jeans. Yeah, like to get my tank top on, bit of perspiration, have a nice little crime-fighting spree, yeah. Happy hugger call it, eh?
Hello there. Welcome back. I'm glad you could join me today. Let's just dive right in and run all the colors across the screen that you'll need to paint along with me. I have my regular old canvas here, wet and ready to go. Now, let's grab our trusty 2-inch brush here. Whack that off real good. Just beat it like it owes you money. We're gonna get a little dab of our yellow snow here. We're gonna mix that with just another little dab of our Betty White. Now, let's just dance in a happy little sky. Now remember, this is your world. You get to make and break the rules here. Sweet baby Jesus. Wish I could jump in there and roll around in all that cascading white powder. Yeah, just get high on all of life's splendor. God, I love cocaine. So much. Holy fuck knuckles, I am high as a kite right now. Okay, let's paint in a few little happy trees there. Nothing wrong with making friends with trees. Now, what you don't want to do is eat these paints. Trust me on this one. All right, I'm gonna whack off again. That's right. That feels good. Would you look at that? It seems like we have ourselves a finished painting. So from our family to yours, keep your pants dry, your dreams wet, and remember, hugs, not drugs.
Brazil. The beautiful sun-kissed home of Pele, hairless genitalia, and the world's largest Jared Leto statue. To show my dedication to the legions of Brazilian Дэдпул fans, I've spent up to 20 minutes on Google Translate, as well as countless hours watching telenovelas, to teach me everything about your official language. That's right, Brasil. This sexy red spandexed ass learned to speak Portuguese. All right, well, hopefully I get the accent right. Here goes.
Você quer meu corpo no seu para sempre? Então vamos tornar esse sonho em realidade. Esse ano, na Comic Con Brasil, vou mandar uns tatuadores, mais ou menos treinados, para usar o seu corpo nu como uma bela tela de pele. As agulhas cheias de tinta deles vão dançar pelo seu corpo como a Shakira em comercial de refrigerante. A melhor parte é que vai ser completamente grátis e não vai te custar nada. É só assinar um contrato de dispensa e se preparar para jogar os dados da hepatite no beco. Mas vamos falar de opções, porque é uma decisão que vai ficar com você para sempre. Amor, como o amor que eu tenho pela minha mão direita e dançar samba peladão. Família, especificamente sua mãe. Cara, ela faz um puta café da manhã. Orgulho pelo seu país e seu maior produto de exportação. Modelos. Prisão, seja a sua primeira vez ou a última. É onde você amassa o quibe. Dá um tapa na aranha e descansa a mandioca.
Look me straight in the nipples and tell me I didn't just nail that. Now what are you waiting for? Go to the website below to reserve your spot and you're sure to be the talk of Sao Paulo. Space is limited, so best hurry. Because I think we can all agree there's nothing like a wild day or night in Brazil to make a special memory that you'll cherish forever. Just ask the 2016 U.S. men's swimming team.
Just kidding.
They'll probably make some shit up.
Tchau, tchau.
I was born into war, bred into it. People think they understand pain, but they have no concept of it. What's the most pain you've ever felt? Maybe the kind that leaves you more machine than man.
Wait, no, stop! Oh, what is that?
Dale, why are the visual effects not done? It's a metal arm. It's not like we're trying to remove a mustache.
Oh, I'll do it myself.
I'm Cable, and I'm from the future, and I'm always pissed off.
Pew, 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 pew. Reach for the sky!
Oh no, Sheriff Дэдпул.
You know, you're a lot taller in the...
Shut up, Grunt, Grunt. Take this.
Oh! Regeneration powers, activate!
That's not something you say.
Zip it, Cable!
I got the stones to help you.
No!
No biting. They're done already? Oh, wow, that was unrealistically fast. Okay, hit it.
Time's up, dumbass.
Well, that's just lazy writing.
Oh, you're living the dreams, DP.
Yeah.
Devil may care attitude. Strong thighs. Beautiful girlfriend.
Sorry I'm late. I was rounding up all the gluten in the world and launching into space where it can't not hurt us ever again.
Kiss me like you miss me, Red.
What in the ass?
My name's Cable. I'm here for the kid.
What? The kid?
Move or die.
Kids give us a chance to be better than we used to be. He needs you.
You're a lot smarter than I look. I ain't letting Cable kill this kid. But I can't do this alone. We're gonna form a super-duper group. That's what we're gonna do.
Our group will be forward-thinking, gender-neutral. We will be known as X-Force.
Isn't that a little derivative?
You're absolutely right. Now, cue the music.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, rocking my ears, putting suckers in fear, making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go.
Tell
Tell me they got that in slow motion. Doing the right thing is messy. But if you want to fight for what's right, sometimes you have to fight dirty. And that is why the man bun is just a millennial mullet.
Oh, God, I wish I finished college.
It lives up to the hype, plus plus.
They probably won't even make a 3.
Yeah, why would they? Stop it, 2. You killed it.
Oh, I shit my pants.
Actually, that may have been me.
Oh, you're living the dreams, DP.
Yeah.
Devil may care attitude. Strong thighs. Beautiful girlfriend.
Sorry I'm late. I was rounding up all the gluten in the world and launching into space where it can't not hurt us ever again.
Kiss me like you miss me, Red.
What in the fuxicle is this?
My name's Cable. I'm here for the kid.
What? The kid?
Move or die.
Kids give us a chance to be better than we used to be. He needs you.
You're a lot smarter than I look. I ain't letting Cable kill this kid. But I can't do this alone.
Can you speak up? It's hard to hear you with that pity dick in your mouth.
We're gonna form a super duper fucking group. We need them tough, morally flexible, and young enough to carry their own franchise for 10 to 12 years.
We will be known as X-Force.
Isn't that a little derivative?
You're absolutely right. Now, let's go get our fuck on.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants, putting suckers in fear, making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go.
Tell me they got that in slow motion. Doing the right thing is messy. But if you want to fight for what's right, sometimes you have to fight dirty.
And that is why Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants is pure pornography.
Oh, God, I wish I finished college.
It lives up to the hype, plus plus.
Fuck it, they probably won't even make a 3.
Yeah, why would they? Stop it, 2. You killed it.
We getting close.
You all know the drill. Intercept the convoy. Watch out for Cable. Hit it! There's this kid. He's in trouble.
Move or die.
Pump the hate brakes, Thanos. I ain't letting Cable get to him. But I can't do this alone. We need backup. We're gonna form a super duper group.
It's time to get back on LinkedIn.
Meet
Bedlam.
My name's Shatterstar.
Domino. I'm lucky.
Luck isn't a superpower.
And certainly not very cinematic.
Yes, it is.
Let's meet in the middle and say no, it isn't. All right, it's showtime.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants, putting suckers in fear, making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom. Explosion, damage, damage.
You're no hero. You're just a clown. Dressed up as a toy.
So dark. You sure you're not from the DC universe?
And made him pass me a sissy, so it's something I'm saying. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out.
Bring it on, One-Eyed Willie.
Ooh! Yeah! Your bullets. They're really fast.
And last but not least,
Peter.
Any power you want to tell us about?
I don't have one. I just saw the ad.
You're in. Дэdpул here, and this is what I look like on a pathetic, regular screen. But hold on to your balloon knot, because on IMAX, I look twice as... What is this? No, the screen is larger, so naturally I'd be larger too. Oh, great. That's just great. I'm a child actor now. That always ends well. You see, Дэdpul in glorious, larger-than-life IMAX, because bigger is better. Well, that's precious.
Hey there, we're behind the scenes of a new Дэdpul 2 music video starring Celine Dion. Hologram. I don't know why they didn't just send the real Celine. Well, I do know why. Restraining orders, restraining orders. Right, let's go. Anyway, I'm a little nervous tonight. I haven't done any dancing since I moved down from Canada in '98. And that was between two dumpsters between Coenga and Vine. So I need to really up my game here. I've had 5 bones from my body removed, including my collarbones, 7 inches of spine. It's all to just be a little bit more fluid.
You look good.
Great look.
Are they real?
The boobs? Yeah, bit of a
You're
A- cup, but...
Mine too.
She thinks I'm Spider-Man, but, anyway.
Canada. A beautiful country steeped in a rich musical history that includes the likes of Adams, Bieber, Young, Bublé, Shatner. And yet, we've been snubbed by that European sing-song competition thingy you guys lose your shit over. Our generous gift of Celine Dion alone should earn us an invite. And don't give me that crap about Canada not being part of the European family. You let in Australia, and they're barely on the planet. Well, it stops now, Europe. You've awakened a sleeping moose. All the power of our military. Legally, I have to use air quotes, but traffic cones and affordable health care will be coming at you hard.
What the?
The new uniforms look fabulous, guys!
What kind of is this?
Red is your color, number 2.
Shoddy lads. This is insane.
Think of it as teamwork. The key is to keep it subtle. Think of this as a special Дэdpul present for your 659 million fans worldwide.
¿Qué es esto? ¡Mira! ¿Pero quién es este?
What in the Pogba? They're not wearing the official Дэdpul knee pads. I know they don't wear knee pads, but they sure as do now. I'll have Jose's head for this. Jose! See, when you make a sequel, you have to double down on your promotions or you just get buried by Infinity War. Started as an idea. What if we made a Дэdpul movie? There was only a few of us back then, and looking back, we had no idea how big it would become. So innocent, and yet the momentum that had started. Yet that was not really what we had in mind. Nope, that didn't help things. It was more of a hell no, to be honest. I mean, we eventually stopped asking. We have no idea how that happened, but I promise you, I'm looking into it. Well, once the movie got greenlit, I went on a massive coke bender. So 2016, that's a little hazy for me. They tell me the movie did well, though. 10 years into it, Phase 1 has exceeded our wildest expectations. You know, if you told me back then that one movie would spawn an expansive 2-movie universe, I'd have said that you were crazy. But here we are, with actual actors, a moderate special effects budget, and several low-level X-Men.
None of the big ones, though. We gotta save something for phase 2.